and welcome back everyone to Deus Ex Human Revolution. So last episode, we finished up the mission at the lab. We missed out on a bunch of side quests pretty much by accident, and unfortunately we got someone killed, as well as all of our actual additional hostage issues, which has me kind of down. But we then talked to Pritchard, and apparently he's having trouble figuring out how the terrorists managed to get hold of our company's codes. So we're just going to have a talk with our boss up on the top floor of the tower and see if he happens to know anything about this. I wish this was like a glass opening video. There's really not much point having this glass here if all you see is the interior of the lift.
I'm telling you, Hugh,
Oop.
he might not have put the gun in Sanders' hand, but it was Taggart's speech to the UN that started all this.
William Taggart is nothing if not a shrewd political operator. You know that, David.
So for the sake of appearances, I have to look him in the eye and let him bullshit me?
With a smile. Always with a smile.
Is that Hugh Darrow then?
We'll talk later.
Seems interesting. Ooh, nice painting in the back there.
Yeah, you wanted to see me?
Yeah, how you feeling?
Ooh, quick switch.
Days.
Well, when we're done here, check him with Dr. Markovic at the limb clinic downtown. Get her to get a checkup.
If you insist. Listen, about Sanders?
Yeah, about Sanders. What the hell were you thinking? Letting him slip away like that?
I didn't want to.
Sent you in there to take care of things.
You asked me to deal with the situation, and that's what I did.
I see. I'm also starting to see why your superiors in the police force decided to blame you for the Mexican town riots. Christ, Adam. I thought you were ready for this.
I am. Today's attack was just a shell game being run by somebody else. I intend to find out who and why, so that it never happens to anybody again.
Good, 'cause so do I. That hacker in Sanders' group, you're sure he was augmented?
I
Well,
pulled
it wasn't
his
one
cables
hell of
out
a tattoo.
myself.
Yeah, well, the police are saying he's not, and they're refusing to let me see the body, no matter how much money I threaten to pull from their retirement fund.
How can you even do that?
Well, maybe they didn't like being held off so long at the plant.
Is that my head of security speaking? Or the ex-cop? Listen, Adam, I don't want to squabble about this. I need you to get to the bottom of it. You've still got friends on the force. You think one of them will let you into the morgue?
Depends who I run into.
Get over to the station and find a way inside. Because if that hacker was augmented, his neural hub might tell us who he was. Contact me when you've gotten a hold of it.
Boss, what you're asking me to do, it's not exactly legal.
No, it isn't. You got a problem with that?
As a matter of
Ex-cop.
fact, I do.
Look, Adam. You know the police never fully investigated that first attack, don't you?
Yes, but
But nothing. We lost a lot of good people, top people. And I'm beginning to think Detroit PD doesn't give a damn. Someone is pulling strings to keep us in the dark.
and
Very
in your
fidgety.
world, the ends justify the means.
My world is your world, Adam. And if getting that neural hub illegally will show us who's behind these attacks, and maybe even help us go after them, yeah, you're damn right it does. So get going.
Interesting that you're telling me that someone's pulling our strings, and now you want to pull mine. Great work ethic, boss. Alright, well I guess we have to go back down. That is needlessly expensive. Also, your decorations are tacky. Didn't want to tell you that.
Adam, were you just speaking to David? I didn't know he'd finished his call. Is everything okay?
Hardly.
As well as can be expected.
Right, like I know what that means
Don't
anymore.
blame you.
The phone's been ringing off the hook ever since Bill Taggart's little press conference this evening.
Taggart. Sarah was speaking about him when I walked in. What's the founder of the Humanity Front saying about us now?
Oh, he's all sincere this time, denouncing all the violence that's been committed against us, offering to come here in person to express his deepest sympathies.
Right. No wonder the boss seems grumpy.
Can you blame him?
Yes.
If it were up to Luddites like Taggart, you would have died on that operating table. The problem is, he knows how to play on people's fears.
Tampering with human biology can be pretty scary.
Tell that to all the war ants whose lives have been improved because of it. But if Taggart has his way,
AMPS is short for
if he can
amputees, by the way.
sway popular opinion enough, then the United Nations will be forced to take a stand. Mark my words. That man is trouble.
Politicians often are. Right. We have some markers, and they're both for the floor below us, so let's go take a look. Now this is more or less where you start being able to roam for more freely, so we can wander around town a bit more and have a look around things. And I'll wager both of those are the front door.
Please report to your office.
Oh.
Adam Jensen.
Okay, let's see what this is. Because apparently we have someone to see. Okay. Hello, Intellicam. Could you maybe try, working the next time we need you? Because apparently you weren't that intelligent when we were, like, full-scale attacked. So, just saying. Oh, hello.
Adam Jensen.
Yep, I'm here. O'Neill! Yay, mentioning him.
Hey, Jensen, glad to see ya.
Hi.
Now I sound like his girlfriend or something. What do you mean?
Tim.
Hey, Jensen. Man, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're back. How are you holding up?
I manage.
I'm sorry about Megan.
Structurally.
I know it must be hard. For a while, we thought you were a goner, too. Everything's going to shit. The attack on HQ, and now this mess with the factory.
Yeah. Tough times all around. How about you, Corella? You okay?
I don't know. I fucked up. I mean bad.
Can you explain?
What happened?
Well, a couple of months ago, me and Tyndall, one of Pritchard's techs, we started sneaking out some neuropozyne from one of the
That's
labs.
the anti-rejection drug.
Jesus, Tim. You realize this could get you fired. Worse, arrested if the company chooses to prosecute. What were you thinking?
I know. It's complicated. I didn't want to do it at first, but there were good reasons.
And those reasons were?
Now I want out, but Tyndall has security footage of me stealing the stuff and says he'll expose me if I ever stop helping him. I'm in a bad spot, Adam. I need that footage back. I know you're busy with everything that's going on right now, but I could really use your help.
About. Why steal it?
Neuropozyne. What could you guys want with an anti-rejection drug for augmentation patients? Reselling it? Providing a competitor?
Why do you automatically assume I was trying to turn a profit?
Okay, so why?
Pretty ballsy stealing a patented drug from a secure lab. How'd you manage to do it?
Both Tyndall and I worked the night shift every other week. I stashed the neuropozyne in a bag while he edited the security footage.
Jensen looks really
Guess he
uncomfortable
kept
here.
part of it.
Like, we've got Tim over here, who's just, like, perfectly fine, looking straight at him, but we've got Adam here, who keeps looking left and right, nowhere near Tyndall. Near
How
Corral.
about Tyndall? Can't you reason with him?
You could try, but Tyndall's a pretty driven guy. I mean, the guy's like a rock. You need a Casey aug or something to crack him.
Casey?
Social enhancer. It's an augmentation designed to read people's reactions and behavioral patterns. Higher end series even allows you to directly influence people with pheromones or something.
Ooh. Oh yeah, that's the social enhancer augmentation that we saw.
Neuropozyne.
Why do you...
Okay, so he's not going to tell us about that. Details, what do you need me to do?
What is it exactly you need me to do?
I need you to get back that security
I love that
footage
a
Tyndall
futuristic
has on
gamer
me.
calls it a quest.
It's probably in his apartment. On his computer, maybe.
So what? I just look him up in the phone book?
His apartment is near Brooklyn Court. It might be tough to get in because his building has a large security gate protecting it.
I'm sure we can come up with
that's
something.
great.
Hacking the security gate is possible, but would require advanced hacking skills. You might have to look around for an alternate path. Maybe use the fire escape or something.
Wow, you're talking in severe game speak there.
And I should care about this because...
You're a nice guy.
Damn, Adam. Are you really going to shake me down like this? That's cold. I'm hurting here. Look, I may be able to get my hands on a weapon mod for you.
If it's something for
I
my
thought I'd have to buy
rifle,
your
I'd be
help.
glad to take it. Okay, let's take it.
Alright.
I don't have much reason
Tell
not
me
to.
more.
Really?
There could be a scandal this gets
Wow.
out.
Thanks, Adam. I thought I was done for. The security footage will probably be on his apartment computer. Meet me in front of the subway station parking lot once you get a hold of it.
I got it from here.
Also, you are legitimately one of the nicest people I've met so far. Oh, and there's some booze. Not gonna take that. Why? Hang on, why do I have wine at my place of work? I mean, really, that's just... Why? Okay... Jensen, didn't know if you were coming back from Frank. So I deleted your entire network account. Of course you did. Okay, well, everywhere else it is right at the base, but let's see if we can talk to Pritchard. And ask about this Tyndall guy. See if we can find something out. And there we go.
Megan made her presentation in Washington. The UN wouldn't even be considering restrictions.
Yeah. I cannot remember which one was Pritchard's office. Was it over here? Oh, that's my office. Denzel Mitchell. Yeah, I'll just leave that for now then. Oh wait, no, it was on this floor, that's why. Lyle Rogers. Will Rosanlini, Walt Cannon. Micah. Gonzalez, Noella. We have a very multi-ethnic kind of place, it would seem. Here we are. Frank Pritchard. You.
Don't you have somewhere to be, Jensen? I'm sure Sarif is expecting your report.
I already gave it to him. I'd like to ask you some questions, if you'd like.
I would think a man just returned from a 6-month sabbatical would have a lot of work piled up.
Okay, fine, I'll go talk to that. Enjoy your poster of Final Fantasy. Now, later on versions of the game, you can increase your leg strength so that you can jump from heights without taking damage. Or you can buy the Icarus, which allows you to expend a battery at the top left there and survive basically any height.
Back bad memories.
Which is
I
pretty
love
cool.
working here, but it's hard knowing that at any second... God, I can't talk about it. What if another... Can you believe those fanatics? I mean, they think taking hostages will get augmentation...
Information station.
Because of a random incident or
Oh, I see, it's basically just that kind of thing. Okay, so, objectives activation. Alright, this would be something I could have done with knowing before. But that basically just means that once you get past a certain point, certain objectives are available right there, and certain objectives become unavailable, like rescuing those hostages, which are the green dots on our radar.
Mrs.
Oh,
Reed.
hello.
Adam, I'm sorry you startled me. And please, call me Cassandra. You and Megan were together long enough. I was waiting for you.
I'm flattered, but...
Why not come meet me inside?
I don't know. I guess I'm just not ready. This is where you work, but to me, this is also the place where I lost my daughter.
Fair enough.
I know what you mean. It's never been the same for me either.
I guess it's not meant to be easy.
Well,
It
half the
seems
building was
there's
blown
just
apart,
no
so,
right way
yeah.
to deal with something like this. And I can't even begin to imagine how things have been for you after all you've been through.
Electrifying?
A lot of things changed 6 months ago.
I can't get over how much they've changed you. At first, I couldn't even believe you were still alive. How do you handle
Lots of
this?
drugs and alcohol.
They did what they had to do to save me. And in a way, I can do more now than I ever could.
I'm glad to know you take it so well. Many of us wouldn't be able to cope so easily with such traumatic changes.
Can I ask why you wanted to see me?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I'm here about Megan. About what happened to her. Or rather, about the investigation into what happened.
Oh.
What about it?
Well, simply put, I feel something is not quite right with the way the case was handled.
You think there was some foul play involved?
I do. Call it mother's intuition. But when speaking to some of the investigators, there were a lot of inconsistencies. And then I met this detective, a man called Chase. He agreed things weren't handled by the book, although he has no proof.
And now you want to find out more.
I'll never hear my daughter laugh again, Adam. I'll never get a call from her to ask how I've been, or have the chance to ask her about her day. She was stolen from me. However unjustified this all is, I still want to know why it happened. I can see why she loved you. Not even that degree of mechanical modification could change what she saw in you. Please, will you help me find out what really happened to her?
Details, please. I'm not going to ask her that. I'll take it.
I never got a chance to investigate the attack myself. I'll look into it.
Thank you. This means the world to me, Adam. Really.
The first thing I'll need to do is meet with this detective, Chase.
Good. He works part-time as a security guard in an apartment building on Brooklyn Court.
Oh, convenient.
I'll be waiting for you in your apartment lobby once
How
you're
do you
done.
know where I live?
Why does a detective need to work part-time as a security guard?
Oh, he retired soon after the case. I don't really know the details. Maybe he'll tell you more.
I'm on it.
Ooh, hang on. If he's a security guard at the same place that we need to go to handle Carell's case, then we have an advantage there, because he might be able to let us in. But that's
I don't really have
what we're about.
I just think it's disgusting. Grafting metal into your skin.
Why are you standing outside this building if you have a problem with what it does? Jeez.
It's not the same. You don't need to take drugs for the rest of your life.
Ay. People are kind of idiots. Okay, let's see, M5. Let's see if I got a listing of these. Mission slide, there we go. M6 is visiting Lim, and 5 is investigating the suicide terrorist. Yeah, and those are all the different things. Okay, so let's head off to M6 for the Lim Clinic, and we'll find out what's going on with my augmentations and such. Maybe upgrading my sprint, but that's something for later, I think. That's a luxury more than a need.
I, for one, approve of these protests. These Lim people are drug
Again,
dealers.
why are you
Don't
stood
make
here if you
rich
don't
while
like
the rest
them?
of us are suffering.
Jeez.
I wouldn't.
It doesn't make much sense. I hate Starbucks. That's why I don't hang out outside them. Ooh. Pretty. And that music that says, "You're here forever."
Ah, Mr. Jensen. David
that should be
Seraph
longer,
told
those
me
rendered
you'd be
cutscenes.
dropping by. I've just been reviewing the test results we received on you last week.
Should I start rolling up my sleeves?
Surprisingly, no. I see no trace of glial tissue buildup in any of your charts.
Yeah.
It's been 6 months, Doc. Shouldn't I be on neuropozyne shots by now?
One would think, but these test results show no signs of implant rejection. If anything, the bond between tissue and electrodes seems to be getting stronger.
Huh.
So I'm free to go?
Well, Mr. Seraph did ask me to discuss another topic with you. You are aware that several precautionary measures had to be put into place during your first surgery?
Vaguely.
Not all of my implants were switched on, I know.
The damage caused by the hematoma had to be taken into account. Your brain needed time to recover, to get used to the mechanical neural processors and turn them on naturally over time.
Cut to the chase, Doc. What does Seraph want?
He feels that you might be ready to speed up the activation process using special
there we
software
go.
known as Praxis Kits.
You mean I don't have to wait for my augmentations to kick in naturally anymore?
You can, if you prefer.
That'd be the XP route.
But Mr. Seraph did make a generous donation to Lim in your name, thus ensuring that Praxis software linked to your particular neuro enhancements would always be available to you and you alone. Please, take a look.
Ooh, gladly. Okay, added 5,000 credits. Jeez. Okay, buy. Typhoon ammo, irrelevant. The hypostim, any booster, it's not relevant. Praxis kits. Okay, let's pick one up. And exit shop.
Very well, Mr. Jensen. Use it in good health.
Okay, so now we can upgrade. And let us pick up our stealth enhancer. We could pick up the cloaking system. And it just sort of increases its duration every time we use it, as well as the amount of energy. Reduces the amount of energy there, but that has a much longer range, and this, on the other hand, gives us a bunch of very useful information. So let's grab this. There we go, we already get noise feedback, we can add cones of vision, last known location marker, and we can start tracking targets there. And that'll be later. But for now, we have my sound view, which you can see is that little bubble that's showing up there. Yep, if I crouch, you can see I have basically none, so I can see how far people are going to be able to hear me.
Protesting is not against the law.
I know that.
Okay, so let's go check up on these little... let's see if we can find Brooklyn Court, and then I think we'll call it an episode. And let's see, those are all over this way. Oh.
Adam, are you finished at the clinic?
Yes, boss.
For now.
Good. Right now I want to know who that corpse is. Head over to the police station and get his neural hub. And Adam, if you can't talk your way in, consider making a strategic retreat. There's got to be another entrance on the side of the building.
Lovely Ties is S3, and Lesser Evils is S2. Okay, so that's this one. That is the dude. That's Chase.
Yo, where you been, man? You been running shit through that abandoned gas station for weeks.
Okay, close the door. Mr. Chase, that is a superfluous bar door. If you're gonna keep that open. Okay, Mr. Chase.
Hello there. Well, you must be Adam Jensen.
A keen observation.
Mrs. Reed told me you might pay me a visit. And don't take this the wrong way, but you're kind of hard to miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment. She told me you might have information regarding Megan Reed's case and the attack on Seraph headquarters.
Oh boy, what a mess. Total pissing match. We had the feds on our ass, orders from 3 different departments, and pressure from so many lobbyists it felt like being the scrawny new kid in the prison shower.
See, now this guy's animations, I would say, is better, because he's not fidgeting all over the place, he's only moving as he actually needs to.
Procedures were overlooked.
You got that right.
Which way you be doing in this situation?
You know how it is. Mrs. Reed told me you used to be a cop.
Hands could use a bit more.
There's always cases where you see the lazy officers taking shortcuts. But this was different.
Different how?
Too much stuff got overlooked. People seemed way too eager to jump to conclusions, and every time I was remotely insistent, I got turned down by ranking officers. People wanted to bury this thing fast. That's never a good sign.
Surely you have something more substantial than this.
Yeah, well, that's where you come in. I got a couple of leads I could never fully investigate. I started poking around, but these government-type agents just gave me the creeps. I got scared. Months away from retirement, I didn't want to fuck things up. But you obviously have the means to get to the bottom of this.
So what have you got?
First off, there's a rumor that the order to close the investigation came from higher up, maybe even outside the local department. Anything like that would have passed through Captain Penn. There might be traces of this left on his office computer.
Right.
Guess I'll have to pay a visit to the local precinct.
Really?
Yeah, well, while you're there, there was an officer assigned to the case, Chet Wagner. He's not what you call a choir boy. And when he suddenly got brought on the case, I got suspicious. Somebody wanted him there. And I'm pretty sure he tampered with some of the evidence. You should talk to him. Find out what he knows.
Okay. I'll have a little chat with Officer Wagner.
You'll most likely find him in the lobby. He got retrograded from his conduct, and he takes depositions now. He won't budge easily, but I'm pretty sure you can find some dirt on him on his desktop.
Oh, great.
His office is on the
More
third
illegal
floor.
stuff.
You might find something there to help loosen up his tongue.
Anything else worth looking into?
Yeah, when the order came down to close the case, the bulk of the evidence was stashed in a storage locker. Maybe you can find some interesting stuff in there. It's on the alley right next to the station. The code is 4891. But I know an outside agency had access to that locker, so be careful.
Expect traps, most likely.
It's nothing. And, please, don't bother coming back here with details. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad to help. But the less I know about this case, the better I'll feel.
Okay. Alright, I think we can talk about this later.
That's all I need for now.
You have to help Mrs. Reed find...
Yeah, I can talk about that later. Okay.
That's all I need.
So, I believe we should call that an episode, and next time we will see about Brooklyn Court. So, catch you then. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and or a favourite. Follow me on Twitter and subscribe to be notified of future updates. You can also check out the website where most other content is uploaded. That's all for now, catch you later.